Press start to continue. Welcome to Press Start to Continue. Oh, that's the one you want to use? All right.
The one I always use.
Sometimes you use the other one.
No, I always use this, except for 2 weeks ago when somebody else was using it.
That's true. You're listening to Press Start to Continue. You are listening to the clip show, the second clip show. So what's going to happen right now is me and Ev are going to be hanging out.
We are.
The air conditioner is also going to be hanging out. Can you hear in the background? Just shows that our mics are really awesome.
That is impressive.
Yes, exactly. So we're going to be hitting random on pretty much every song. And just seeing what comes up. No idea what's going to come up. It's like a clip show from the 90s. Just weird clips from previous shows.
Do we have to do like awkward segues? Like, remember that time when...
Yes.
Remember that time when I was a dinosaur and then we played that song? And then, like, we would play that
always
song?
remember the time when you were a dinosaur. I will never forget that.
Wasn't that not even streamed?
No. I mean, no, it was streamed. It did go out.
I thought it wasn't. Maybe it was just that nobody was
listening.
Nobody loved us.
Nobody listens.
I think Eduardo just said we're not live. I don't know if something's wrong with the stream.
Of course we're live. Shout out to Eduardo, even though he's not listening. So, let's see what's up right now. Matoya's Hot with Destiny. Sure, this is from Final Fantasy.
What?
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Yeah, so let me just go through this again. I have all the songs that I've played since February on all of the music. So, all of the music. So what we're going to do, just hit random. I don't know what's going to come up. I know one song that I'm definitely going to play because Ev's here and he wanted me to play Splash Woman.
Yeah,
I think I have that. I actually know. That's the one that Robert requested a while ago.
It is. That's why I ended up listening to it on my own and going, oh, this song's really good.
Yeah, it's on Spotify, right?
It's too bad he's a terrible person.
That's on Spotify, right?
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
Yeah, that's because it's a paid song. And I'll have it.
Well, if I pay for Spotify, does that mean that I have it?
I mean, no, because you can't download it, and that's what I play.
Yeah, you can.
You can't.
You can download stuff when you have Spotify Premium. You can download.
Oh, you have a paid one.
Yeah, I paid for it. I paid for Spotify. I did the 7-week free trial, or the 7-day free trial. Because now that my car has like a Bluetooth thing in it, and I'm doing the Uber thing, I thought it'd be nice to have more music.
Nice.
And then
nice.
I didn't renew it.
Shout out for.
I didn't. Yeah. I didn't renew it. Right. So then 2 days after it expired, they just decided to send me an email where they were like, "You can have 3 months for 99 cents if you want to come back."
And you're like, "Yes."
And I was like, "That's a deal." That's 33 cents a month.
So, yeah. So if you want to download it and then give it to me, good job. And then I will play it on another show. That'd be great. So right now, Matoya's Hot with Destiny. This is by Shale Riley, and it's from Final Fantasy. Yeah, sometimes I forget to hit buttons. What of it? Should probably play it, yeah.
Mom, how about this game?
What's it rated? Let's see. T for teen with violence and suggestive themes? No.
Video games are fun, but not all games are right for all players. Look for the rating symbol in content descriptors and read the rating summaries that tell you what's actually in the game.
This one better?
Oh, much.
For more information about ratings and rating summaries, visit esrb.org.
Every Thursday night, Grand Omega Minus presents a melange of cosmiche, space rock, fusion, prog, experimental electronic, synth pop, library, noise, movie soundtracks, and all other manner of outre sounds. The program places emphasis on evocative, synthesizer-centric music, though no sound is out of bounds, be it old or new, tuneful or abrasive, meditative or manic. My name is Alex, and I'll guide you through a unique sound world on Grand Omega Minus, transmitting on Valley Free Radio Thursday nights from 7 to 9, or 7 to 8 on the first Thursday of each month.
I set my sail, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for me. I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star. It's burning for me, Mother, I'm here.
What were you saying?
And now I'm sleepy.
Of course you're sleepy. That's an awesome song. Actually, that's a song that I use if I'm not sleepy and I want to go to sleep. Fun fact.
I've never had that.
What? Not being able to go to sleep?
I've never had the whole wanting to force myself to sleep. I always just stay up and do more. It's the worst. I'm a horrible human being.
That's true. Also, you need to speak into your mic.
I am speaking into my mic.
There you go, buddy. This is Ev and Janra. We're on Press Start to continue 2 hours worth of video game remixes, nerdcore hip hop, and random talking. Right now, Ev's deep into a game of Super Smash Brothers.
I have a lot of friends in the community who want me to start playing again, so they have people to practice against.
Yeah, but you don't like that version. He's got my 3DS. I don't know why I brought it in.
It's because I end up playing Peach, and I really don't like her. Like, I hate her so much. But she's the only one with interesting movement options in this game. And I just killed myself with Sheik.
I tried to do Sheik.
I should play Sheik. Sheik's like stupid good. But...
She is really good, but I settled on Little Mac is my main. Sorry. It's fun.
Is it fun not recovering?
Yeah.
Ever?
Actually. I kind of like it. It makes it more dangerous.
You could just play me. That's dangerous enough for you, all right?
Speaking of dangerous, do you want to get dangerous?
Absolutely.
This is like the next city over. So this is Duck Blur by Star Salesman. Actually, before that, we should talk about the songs that we just heard. So
should we?
Yeah, I think so. The Goddess Appears by Jason the Trio from Zelda Link to the Past. Before that was Fury of Medusa from Echo, the Tides of Time by Sadorf.
Why did you end up playing that the first time? Oh, that's right, because someone's awesome.
What? Oh, yeah.
I'm like
probably you probably requested that. That's right. Before that, Air Force One is Down by Danny Bernowski, and that's from Perfect Dark. Before that, Sim Funkadelic by Dr. Velvet. How? And that is from SimCity 2000. Actually, Dr. Velvet and Halo Zero, can't read. And the first song that we heard was Elevation Groove Pump Mix from Ambient and Dragon Avenger, and that's from Streets of Rage. So, right now we're doing clip show, so just every song that I've played since February. And this is May, so every song's from February until the beginning of May. Everything I've put on, I've dumped all of them into one huge playlist, hitting random, don't know what's coming up next. It'll be a fun time.
Yep.
Why do I have you on the air?
That was my impression of Bruce Willis in The Fifth Element.
Wow. That is one of the easiest impressions you can ever do.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
It was moderate.
Seth would approve.
Seth, yeah, he would, probably. But he's got your back. That's the problem.
It's true. Seth does got my back.
So Duck Blur by Star Salesman. We're talking about comics. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, 6 seconds. Oh,
yeah. No warning whatsoever.
No.
So rude.
Well, I mean, it's rude for me too because I just don't notice when things are happening because I'm distracted by interesting conversation with Ev.
But yeah, Jim Mahfood, I haven't actually heard anything he's done in a while either.
Maybe we should bring people up to speed.
No,
because
we'll just continue the conversation. We're talking about Jim Mahfood. We're talking about an artist who I was a fan of. He did some Spider-Man stuff for a while. I'm trying to think what else he did. He had one of those really interesting simplistic styles where he had like thick lines and like really angular stuff. But he was fun. Right. He just had a really good energetic style.
Yeah, I seriously have not heard of him.
Like I said, the best way to describe his art style was he was one of the lead designers for the Clerks cartoon show.
Oh.
And you know the style of that show.
Yeah,
like
very angular.
He had a style like that, but it was messier when he did comics. Like more energetic. He also had a real hip-hop feel to the way he worked.
Okay.
He was interesting. He was an interesting dude. Meeting him was really cool. He was really chill.
Oh, nice.
Told some fun stories.
So going back a little bit, we were talking about our favorite comic creators.
Yeah.
So you're Priest.
Mine is Christopher Priest, also known as James Owsley. Depending on how far back you tried to read.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah, like that was the name he went by when he did his really, really good Power Man Iron Fist run.
Right.
That was back then, and he was an
editor.
I
remember that.
James Owsley, I think.
One of mine is Peter David.
Peter David's definitely good. He's definitely one of those people I really
definitely
like.
Good. Spider-Man 2099, really good Hulk run.
I fell in love with him because of Young Justice.
Young Justice. I mean, that's really where I met him. He's also the one who wrote
Future Imperfect for the Hulk, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
he was. I think. Well, he actually. I think he went to. He's the one that gave Banner like a split personality kind of thing.
Yeah. He did.
So he had one thing that David does, which is sad and awesome at the same time, is that he somehow gets long runs, like 40, 50 issues, and he seeds all of this stuff, and it, like a lot of stuff comes in and comes out and everything like that. Like in Young Justice, the second issue they meet Ben Stein. Remember that?
Like when Ben Stein's money, Ben Stein?
Yeah. But he's like a sultan or something.
Of course.
Yeah, crazy. So they save him, and he's like, you get one. I can give you anything in the world. What do you want? You get one thing. And Impulse goes up and whispers something in his ear. He's like, okay, that'll take a while. And then issues and issues later, like a year later in real time, or like maybe a year or two later, they have to go into space. And just as they have to go into space, this huge box comes up, and Impulse like, it's here, and it's a spaceship. It's a random spaceship, and it's Impulse's spaceship.
I almost don't want to say that was planting seeds so much as he held on to it until it was useful.
He does that. He does plant seeds with some stuff. He did that in Spider-Man 2099.
Did he write Gen X?
I don't know.
Who wrote Gen X?
I mean, we can look it up.
I remember the art was like an artist I don't like early on.
I didn't actually read Gen X.
I don't know why you didn't. You probably would have liked a lot of the early Gen X.
Is that the
stuff.
one with Wolverine's clone?
No.
With X-23?
No, I'm talking about Generation X, the Jubilee book.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't a Jubilee book, but that was why I read it, because it was near the end of its run when I started reading comics, when I first started, and I was a Jubilee fan, so I read it. And it was the book with Skin and Cinch and M.
Wait, Skane?
No, Skin.
Skin?
His name was Skin. He was Latino, and he was like gray though, and he had like 3 feet of extra skin that gave him kind of Reed Richards like powers.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was one of those mutations that's gross, but like a power. It's also where Chamber came from.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Jubilee was on that book, and so was Paige Guthrie. Banshee and Emma Frost were like the school teachers, like their leaders. And I started reading that book when I first got into comics, and that was my first experience of knowing the pain of liking comics that aren't about Batman or Superman or Wolverine. Because I read that book for 4 issues, and then I found out it was getting canceled.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like a really good 4 issues to jump in on, because they did like
Spider-Man or
anyone who's not in a movie already.
Yeah, basically.
And it was a good issue. It was good 4 issues to jump in on, because like a big story arc had just ended, and they did a really short 4-issue arc where it was just their day off.
Right.
Everybody had the day off, and you got the same day from 4 different perspectives in 4 issues. So it was like a great way to meet all the characters and everything. And then the next story arc was we're done, and I was like, really?
X-Men comics have always had one of their strengths has always been the quiet moments in between the huge battles,
absolutely.
like the personal interactions and the little storylines. Like there's.
What?
You look like Mickey Mouse.
I don't like wearing headphones. They make my ears warm, and it reminds me of work.
Then don't. He put his earphones on and
hear.
angled them out so it makes him look like Mickey Mouse. But you just like wearing them on your head, but not on your ears.
No, I like having the sound because it reminds me that I'm on the radio.
That is true.
And to watch my language. But it makes my ears really warm, and it reminds me of being at work. You know what's weird? Those things from jobs that never leave your head. Like I'm at a new job.
Like earphones?
No, like I work at like True Green now, and I went to answer the phone one day when it rang, and I almost said thank you for calling Innovation, which was my last job that I was unemployed from for 7 years. And it's almost been a year since I left.
I used to work for a phone survey place in the Valley, and I can still remember what I'm supposed to say when someone answers the phone.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's crazy. Yeah. Because you do it so many times, it just gets stuck.
Yeah, it's just like your natural reaction.
That's just part of you.
And then at this new job, I don't answer the phone as often as I make calls.
Mm.
So like now when the phone rings, like in my head, I'm like, oh, thank you for calling.
Oh man, no.
I still call sales claims. I've been working there for 3 months, and every once in a while, I'm like, where's that paper claim sale?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You have to get your stuff together. Seriously. You're falling apart.
I am.
Falling apart.
I am. Well, even the Mona Lisa's falling apart. Fight Club. When he tears his tooth out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, I guess.
So anyway, comic books. So yeah, Generation X was a really good book. But like earlier on, it was really, really trippy. They did some like weird stuff.
Yeah.
I remember I read some early issues. It was like Bocello was the artist. And I want to say fairies were involved, and they went to another dimension.
Of course, fairies were
met
involved.
Howard the Duck for a while. They hung out with Howard. And that was like early 2000s, late 90s, when Howard the Duck was like a no-no.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, actually, we got to take a break for a little bit, but Howard the Duck,
Is he
awesome.
getting a movie? Is he getting a new movie?
Maybe.
Is he finally joining the MCU?
No.
Is he going to be an Avenger?
I mean, he is in the MCU now.
He should be an Avenger, and he should be the one to replace Cap. when Chris Evans quits, he should just be the new Cap.